lot of you guys
doing DJing, and I said I wanted to find out how I could DJ and have videos on the screen. But I couldn't get local music, so I bought a camera and said, hey, I'm going to start shooting music videos. And it started out from that. So I started trying to get on the music videos from different artists and so on.
And that started here in Jamaica or overseas?
In Jamaica.
Wow.
In Jamaica.
Wow. All right, so tell me now how it moves from I want to be a DJ to now capturing global celebrities like Dwayne Wade.
The Dwayne Wade thing, it was funny. Like a friend of mine, Roger B. Stills, a Jamaican also, took some footage that he filmed for Dwayne. And I said, okay. He said, edit it for me, please. And I said, no, unless you're going to pay me, no. And he said, come on, I needed to do this. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it because they have money and they don't want to pay for anything. And I did the edits. He sent it off to their management team. And the next day, their management team took 7 hard drives to me for all the things I did for the past year, and asked me to create a video for the following morning to present to their sponsors. I did it, they loved it, and that's how it started.
It's an interesting conversation. I was just having it here in studio, that sometimes the greatest investment is going to be the initial free moment, but that you have to see that free moment is going to open up some paid moments for you.
And that's my journey.
Yeah.
I could tell you stories where free gave me a lot of exposure, a lot of financial benefits, whereas going for the money initially gave me nothing. Just the first money, and that's it.
Look at that. That's the man. Serendipity with just me and Tingle in here talking about that and film. I know we have to invest. All right. We have a lot of content creators here in Jamaica. How do you discover style and niche? Because that's one of the things that I think distinguishes content creators. People have said, well, I'm going to go with Burke, because Burke's style is this kind of style. What's your style?
Well, for me, it's storytelling. I will love telling stories. That's just the basic thing. And if I was going to tell a content creator in Jamaica how to find a style, it's simple. Find 3 persons on Instagram, YouTube that you love. Follow them. Literally be them. And then after a while, you will evolve into your own style will come out. So for instance, if I'm going to hire an editor, for the first year, they have to be me. But after a year, their style will come out in whatever they do. And the greatest thing I heard was when Merciless said, Bounty Killer sold Shabba voice in a pudding. Bounty Killer may have started with a Shabba, but he ended up being Bounty Killer. So find your style. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Find somebody you love, emulate them, and then your style will come out in after a while.
Yeah. We're talking about the Wades, but clearly you have a nice list of people that you capture. We're seeing it all here on screen. How did that evolve? Did the Wades evolve into more business, or tell me a little bit about how you make that transition? Because right now, we in the digital era right now, and COVID and Jamaica content creator want to know how we can push out there.
The basic thing is whatever you're doing, do not focus on the money. Focus on the art. Once you love it and they see the passion in you, you'll find that you do one job and other people started contacting you. So that's how it started. The way it's kind of opened up a floodgate for me. And working with his team, I've been working with them for maybe 10 years. Working with his team also opened up a lot of doors.
And that door includes travel, because you've been all over the world with celebrities, capturing images and moments and memories. Isn't that so?
Yes, I've traveled, like I was literally his personal videographer for the 10 years. I traveled with him all over, from China back to here, anywhere he goes, I'm there.
Wow.
For 10 years, yeah.
Wow. You also like to capture weddings and those. Tell me about it. What is it about those moments?
Well, I'm going to be corny. I genuinely love love. I love love. There's nothing nicer than the bride and the groom declaring their love to each other. That is my passion. And my favorite movie of all times would be The Titanic. And I remember going to that movie and saying to my girlfriend then, why are we going to go watch a ship sink? But that love story, I cried in the movies, and every time I watch that movie, I cry. Because I just love capturing love, and everybody shows love differently. So a wedding is never the same, because some people may hold hands, the way they look at each other, they may kiss, but everybody shows it differently. And I just love capturing that story, love stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliantly written. Such a tragedy being the catalyst of such great love. Those are the stuff great movies are made of. What's one of the biggest lessons that you've had to learn as a creative? I've already heard about investing time and investing money, because money lost is also money you've invested. But what is one of the biggest lessons you've had to learn as a creative?
It's something I said early on. Never follow the money. Never follow the money.
That's
The
that's
money.
the key for you.
That's the key. And the art is the most important thing. If you focus on your art, your money will come. So, for instance, I've never heard LeBron James or Dwayne Wade going to teams saying, "Okay, please pay me this. Please pay me this." They've never done it. The teams come and they offer them a lot of stuff, and they decide what they choose because they worked on the craft, the art for years. And now they're perfected, and that's where the money is. One of my biggest lessons I learned was I got a deal to do some stuff with Jamie Foxx,
Wow.
and I focused on the money, and it was just a one-time thing where it could have been going on even now. But I just had the money in the forefront, and I lost it. And for each big contract that I've ever signed, it started out with just being focused on the art. Another thing I do is that if a client comes to me and says, "Okay, we don't have a budget," my thing is this: guess what? I don't need any money for the first job. Let me come and show you what I'm doing, because sometimes the client don't even understand what you're doing or how much it takes. So it's just about the craft and the art, not about the money.
They
That's
also
the
don't understand the value that what you're doing brings to their project and the money that you can help them to earn. I think
earn,
sometimes
right.
when they see it and them say, wait, this can sell a couple things, then they see it from a different perspective.
Point of view.
Really
Yeah.
eye-opening to hear you say this. I tell you, Tingle and I, we just had this conversation a while ago. How can we follow your work? Where can we find you?
The best place is at Elite Media Concepts on Instagram and YouTube. That's Elite Media Concepts.
At Instagram and
That's
YouTube.
it. And YouTube.
I'm throwing out a challenge to all of my creatives in the diaspora, starting with you, Mr. Burke, because one of the strengths I find of Bollywood and Nollywood is that people in the diaspora take their knowledge back to Africa, back to India, and invest in building the industry there. So I'm throwing that challenge out to all of my creatives, the actors, writers, producers, directors. Come back to Jamaica and help us to be the Lickabud Talawa content creators that we are.
And thank you for leading that, because thank you for this opportunity and for leading it, because a part of it is that we do invest back into Jamaica, but it's hard to get stuff out there in terms of there's a lot of stuff that we'd want to do or can't do because we have no maybe contacts or links to do it.
Yeah.
And there's no financial profit. We maybe won't even need financial profit to it for it. So
No, we
hoping
don't have
that
no
this,
money. We don't have the money to pay.
and that's
But
it.
but
And
if
we
as the
don't need it.
diaspora, you guys come and you help us to put together a consistent catalog of quality work, as you know, the money will come.
Right. And I'm up for it.
All right,
I'm up
sir.
for it.
All
I'm
right,
up
sir.
for it.
Challenge thrown down, challenge accepted. Nice to meet you
Yeah.
and to talk
Nice to
to you.
meet you also. All right, have a
Edward,
great day.
you too, Edward Berg, president of Elite Media Concepts.